a script, that is the wealthy Shudra. Now, so I have told you that even though the access to the wealth of or the property is determined by the birth of a child, and it is also determined in which one a child is born. So those who are born in the above three varnas, they have the proper access to the wealth and the property of the society as well as of their state. But the Shudra, that is the last, who were considered as the last one in the hierarchical order of the Varna system, a child who is born in a family of the Shudra, he has no access to the property and wealth of the society, as Shudra were only meant to serve the above three varnas and they cannot possess any property or wealth of the society. But there were still exceptions, and this script, which is taken from a Buddhist text in Pali, which gives the, you can say, gives the depiction of or gives the narration of a story. There is a narration of a story in a Buddhist text which is written in Pali, in which an exceptional case is mentioned that the Shudra can also be wealthy person. They also were having the access to property. The story was based this story based on Buddhist text in Pali known as Majjhima Nikaya, is a part of a dialogue between a king named Avantipura and a disciple of the Buddha named Kachana. While it may not be literally true, it reveals a Buddhist attitude towards Varna. So I have in the means it is already, you have studied that when during the 600 BCE, when the Aryans came and settled down and started their own society which was based on one system, another religion also emerged at that time, that was Buddhism, and it ran parallel to the Vedic culture and Vedic society, and they were totally against the Brahminical system of one society. So they were very critical, and so they whatever was written in the Manusmriti, they criticized that the Shudra should not be entitled to the property. They criticized this, and they also criticized that wealth is associated with the child which is born in a particular one. So they totally criticized it, saying that the wealth is not determined by by the one system in which he is born, but it is determined by the person's you can say capability and his popularity and his power to possess the wealth. So this is a script in which there is a dialogue between a disciple of the Buddha and a king. Avantipura asked Khachana what is thought about Brahmins who held that they were the best caste and that all other castes were low. That Brahmins were a fair caste while other castes were dark. That only Brahmins were pure, not non Brahmins. That Brahmins were sons of Brahma, born of his mouth, born of Brahma, formed by Brahma, heirs to Brahma. Kanchana replied, what if a Shudra were wealthy? What would another Shudra or a Kshatriya or a Brahmin or a Vaishya speak politely to him? Avantipura replied that if a Shudra had wealth, or corn, or gold, or silver, he could have as his obedient servant another Shudra to get up earlier than he, to go to the rest later, to carry out his orders, to speak politely, or he could even have a Kshatriya or a Brahmin or a sorry or a Vash as his obedient servant. Means that Buddhist monk, he replied to the king that person means status is not determined in which one he is born, but it is determined by his position of wealth. So even if a Shudra is possessing wealth, then he could also get the equal status in the society. He could be ranked above from his people in the society, and he could even keep Brahmin or Kshatriya as his servant. So it is not the one that determines the status of a person, but it is the wealth that determines the status of a person in a society. Kanchana asked, this being so, just a minute.